You missed some important news from the LGBTQ+ community this week. To ensure you are current, we are recapping that important news. Here's what you may have missed.
Let's queer up gay culture. T.S. Madison tears into comedian Jess Hilarious after anti-trans remarks.
This is what I mean when the transphobia just comes out, the audacity and just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods, you don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person, but as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you.
Trans activist and actor T.S. Madison has been feuding with fellow actor and comedian Jess Hilarious online, and it is getting very ugly between the two public figures. As reported by Rolling Stone, it all started when Jess posted an Instagram response to a video by trans TikTok creator Blessing Rose, in which she claimed that cisgender women, quote, don't own womanhood or periods, end quote. Jess took issue with the comment and posted a flaming retort. In the since-deleted video, she asked who is going to stand up for biological women. She also asked, quote, what is the difference between a trans person and someone who's been diagnosed to be mentally insane? The only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on, end quote. Catching wind of Jess's comments, Madison issued her own retort, attempting to explain why Jess and other women who share her views might be upset. Madison wrote, quote, there are so many real women that get mistaken for being transgender women, and that's where a lot of the anger comes from, end quote. Jess then promptly responded to Madison in an Instagram post, warning her to, quote, keep that shit over there, end quote. Thus, a war has begun, with some siding with Jess's comments and others siding with Madison.
Let's queer up business. Florida judge refuses to throw out case against Disney by Desantis. A Florida judge on Friday rejected a Walt Disney Company request to dismiss a lawsuit by an oversight district, a move that could make it harder for the entertainment giant to pursue its own case against Governor DeSantis, as part of a year-long feud. The ruling allows the oversight district to pursue its case that seeks to void backroom deals favorable to Disney that were struck with a prior district board earlier this year. If those deals were voided, the district has said it would nearly wipe out Disney's federal case against DeSantis. The skirmish began last year after Disney criticized a Florida law banning classroom discussion of sexuality and gender identity with younger children.
Let's queer up trans rights. Jamie Lee Curtis vows to continue to fight for the rights of her trans daughter. Oscar winner Jamie Lee Curtis doubled down on her support for trans rights and opened up about her fight to protect her daughter, Ruby Guest. Jamie Lee Curtis, 64, is well known for her unapologetic trans allyship. In the past year, she has given her Oscar statuette they/them pronouns. It comes during a time when trans rights are under attack across the U.S., with right-wing politicians, such as Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, targeting the community with hostile legislation and rhetoric. Appearing on MSNBC's Morning Joe on July 28th, Curtis slammed the demonization of trans people as awful and terrifying. She said that life is about love and being a parent is about love.
Let's queer up the worldview. United Nations faces fight with member countries to protect trans rights. On March 20th, for the second time in its history, the United Nations Security Council convened an area formula meeting focusing specifically on the integration of human rights of LGBTQ+ people in conflict into the work of the Council. The session's chairperson, U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Linda Thompson-Greenfield, stressed that this was the first time that Victor Madrigal-Borlas, the UN independent expert on sexual orientation and gender identity, had briefed the Security Council. Speaking before the meeting, Thomas Greenfield stated her desire to see momentum build towards the formal inclusion of LGBTQ+ issues on the agenda. Troubling is that the United States and United Kingdom are leading the integration of LGBTI+ issues in the work of the Security Council, while their domestic situations for queer people, especially transgender folks, are becoming increasingly fragile. Many other countries, including fellow Security Council members, have adopted anti-queer policies in nationalist discourse and as a key feature of their challenge to liberal world order.
Keep watching the only television news in the world from our LGBTQ+ community and stay informed on everything that is important for and about our diverse LGBTQ+ community.